Hello everyone, welcome to my Space Engineer series. This is the Pheonix Solar System. I hope you enjoyed my cinematic. Unfortunately, this is a different save because I couldn't load all these planets and have decent FPS while I was trying to do the mammoth crash. So yeah, I forget, this is a very hard survival gameplay, so I need to be quick, and I'll probably introduce everything while I'm playing, because I can't afford the time to stay in one place and have and talk about it. So I'll talk while I try to survive. The snow doesn't provide as much oxygen per volume compared to ice, but there is a layer of ice underneath the snow, so I'll make a mine here, because unfortunately I need ice really desperately. At least I need to make sure I have a decent amount to ensure my survival. And the jetpack doesn't work, so I mean it works in space but not on the planet. Thanks to a combination of the mod from Splitseed, survival less likely, and the gravity of the planet. So I have to make like a spiral staircase and make sure that I can get back up. Otherwise I'm stuck here and I'm gonna die for sure. I have a mod that automatically collects the ore, so that's very nice. And the weather is deadly if you run out of power. As you can see on the bottom right corner, it's freezing. It does say there's no oxygen, but there is. There's a little bit of oxygen in the atmosphere of this planet, and it's intended so you can compress that oxygen with an air vent and survive later on. But in the beginning you are fully dependent on the ice and snow. And my plan is to get a small base up and running, and once I'm comfortable enough to build a vehicle or some wheels on the survival pod, I will move to a more permanent location. So there's no silver on this planet, no gold, no platinum, and no uranium. So solar panels and wind turbines are your best friends on this planet for the moment. I also need to find... That is not the sun, that's the sun, but it looks very awesome. It's a gas giant, or I like to think of it as a supernova. A sun that went supernova. That's a gas giant, and it has very faint rings, and all the planets are around here somewhere, almost visible. And the center of the solar system is a black hole, which is actually functional, which is amazing. Because if you get anywhere near it, it will drag you in with your ship, no matter how powerful you think it is. It has 10,000 G gravity. This planet has 2. That one has 10,000. So I don't think there is a creation that you can make that will survive that gravity, or at least land on it. So that being said, we need to mine some stone to get started, but I really don't want to waste this ice here, and I really don't want to go anywhere else for stone either. So let's see, how far are we from a stone place? There's some stone here. There's some stone here. Okay. That's not that far. Alright. Just realized that that green rock is organic, is not stone. That's why I wasn't filling my inventory. I was actually surprised, because I really didn't think my inventory is that big. It's set to multiplier. The multipliers on this planet or this save are multiplied by 3, so my inventory and cargo and all that, it's not that big. So I will struggle with inventory, but that's the intended way. So you can actually appreciate when you have a big cargo transporter, that you appreciate the fact that you need one and the fact that it's such a valuable machine. 4 wheels and some cargo on it, some power generation or a battery, and it means a lot. Yeah, so I will have to make some more O2 bottles in the beginning. Oh man, the amount of ice I have to waste, it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. Actually, I don't know why I'm left clicking. I should right click. I don't know why I'm trying to mine through it. There we go. Stone. Lovely, lovely stone. I also increased the number of floating objects, like existing in the world, from 30 or 50 or something like that. I increased it to 300, I believe. I don't know if it's gonna impact the performance of my PC, then I will most likely change it, but I had to try and see if I can get more than a few measly rocks on the ground, and then my mining efforts just makes them despawn. So if you play this scenario, be mindful of that, because you might have issues with performance because of the number of spawned voxels in the world. And voxels, I mean by these floating objects, the pieces of rock or ice or whatever you have in the world. So now, in theory, I can mine a lot of stone, or a decent amount of stone, and I can have them in this cave here, just sitting around for the taking. Whenever I need it, I don't have to come mine, just can come and grab it. Now, I don't know. I'm not gonna stay here and count them, but I'm gonna eyeball it and get a feel of the amount. And when I think they despawn, just once at least, so I can get an idea, visual idea of how much 300 of those floating objects means. Oh, that's a very decent amount, and it's probably not even half. So, production in the meantime, do not stay and do nothing, please. Make me all the resources, please. There you go. I can get some more oxygen. Thank you very much. The rotation of the sun is 3 hours, so you get 3 hours of daylight and 3 hours of night. The nighttime it's beautiful with that gas giant and the supernova star, and the idea behind it is that the black hole is kind of messing around with all the planets, it's kind of drawing them in. That's why they're so close to each other. It still takes a lot of time to fly from one planet to another, but I didn't want to space them out, so you have to use a hyperdrive 10 times to get from one planet to another, because the whole emphasis of my playthrough will be to go make some bases on the most beautiful planets, like, I don't know, whatever we find that it's interesting, because there are some unique planets out there, and I'll make some bases and then make some teleporters between them. If we have enough time and resources, I might even go with a ship Stargate that you can actually travel through with the ship. Also, another mod that is going to present a lot of challenges is the aerodynamics mod that adds re-entry in the planets. So planets that have atmospheres will have drag. Basically, if you fly through the planet too fast through the atmosphere, you will burn out your ship, basically. And you always have to take that in consideration. But that being the downside, the upside of it is that it gives you drag, which means you can actually make planes. You can take off using planes and vertical takeoff concept, which that's going to be interesting because this planet also has the water mod, so we will build ships and submarines and maybe a water base. There's also another other planets with water in them, but this is the one that we start, so we'll probably have like everything we need here before we leave. That being said, I look forward to a different perspective, in my opinion, for space engineers, because you never have to think about, you know, aerodynamics. You can just fly through a planet, max speed, all the way close to the surface and just deploy parachutes and nothing happens. You just magically slow down instantly. The parachute doesn't break, it doesn't take any energy. You just slow down because that's how space engineers works. Well, not with this mod pack or this scenario, because if you fly through too fast through the atmosphere, you won't get to deploy your parachutes. And also, being that it's the atmosphere, the gravity of the planet is so high, it will be a challenge to take off in the first place. So we'll need to keep that in mind whenever we go for vehicles, because it's gonna be very difficult to get around even on the planet by flying. So we'll mostly focus on wheeled vehicles, maybe a hover vehicle, maybe. I know that from the landing, from when I was dropping down with the escape pod, when I was flying, when I was slowly going down with my parachutes, I saw that there's a sea or an ocean in that general direction, and there's an ice lake covered by water over there, which I think would be a nice location for a base, and maybe an airfield, like a takeoff landing strip. And there's 2 more lakes in that general direction around this spot. So we have ice lakes for whenever we need massive amounts of ice, if we want to go mine, because we can also collect the water with the help of a collector, and it will transform into ice. Alright, so we need to charge up a bit. We need to build a daily survival emergency kit thing, the one that generates food. I think I would like to have a partially underground base, like somewhat of a bunker that I can go and hide in, just in case I get attacked, because there are quite a few mods that will generate NPC events that will spawn in different types of ships and factions and enemy players that will try and take you out depending on your technology level. And you will also be able to find abandoned stations and bunkers and whatnot bases all over this planet or anywhere else you go, thanks to those mods, based on how much you travel. Also, there are enemy ships, as in water ships, vessels, the boats, like battleships or destroyers and all that, submarines and whatnot. They will spawn on the water too, so it's not like we can hide underwater and be safe forever. There's basically nowhere that you're completely safe on this planet. You will always be, there will always be a chance for you to be attacked. So once we progress, we can't just willy-nilly start doing all the things without taking that in consideration, because we need some kind of defenses. And split seas mods will most likely be the first one that we encounter, because they generate ships that fly through the planet, and if they get too close, they will generate drones. They will spawn drones to defend themselves, but it doesn't matter if we attack them or not. They will still spawn a drone that its sole purpose is to attack you, so we need to consider that too. And for that, we need to get some base defenses quickly up and running. I would like to get a vehicle as well to get started, because running around on this planet with such a limited amount of oxygen is gonna be terrifying. So I need to have some kind of safety for my energy and my oxygen capacity, to have it increased basically, so I can survive for longer trips that I could possibly do on foot. And we also need to go exploring for some rocks that will provide the basic materials, the basic ores in the beginning, because stone mining is, well, decent in the beginning, but when we need a lot of iron, we will definitely not be able to do stone mining, because it's very inefficient. I think it's also modified by some mods that you get less resources from stone, just so it can force you to go and mine real ore. So if you need iron, you should go mine iron, don't count on stone, because you'll get a lot more resources from the actual ore than from stone, compared to the volume, of course. I mean, all the stone here will provide maybe, I don't know, random number, 1k iron, while if I had all this voxels, floating stones on the ground that were actually iron, I would probably have 10,000 or even more. Definitely more. So we can't just keep digging for stone forever. We will need to get different kinds of ores quickly, just to make sure that we don't have to spend 3 days just mining stone. And I have a few mods that add different types of drills and different types of mining mechanics, so that should be interesting. Alright, survival kit is full. Stone. So we need to wait. I have no resources in my inventory, so I'm just trying to repair the visual shapes, the visual damage. So I don't have to use any materials. I'm just trying to make it look better, because this is literally our means of surviving. So I would like it to be treated with decency. Alright, so first things first, we need to get a daily survival thingamajiggy, so we can get more water and food. We have, I believe, 20 rations of water and 20 rations of food, but we will definitely need more. So the faster I get this food dispenser, the safer I will feel. I need to make a ramp to get on top of the escape pod somewhere, somehow. I'll go this way. A bit of a waste of iron, but you know, it's necessary, so can't argue with that. Hopefully my hole here doesn't mess with my ability to climb up. Yay, we did it. Right, so I will most likely take out the parachute because it's conveyored and we don't actually need them anymore. To its content within the system. So yeah, steel plates, and we need a lot more other things. Yeah, well, hopefully we have enough resources to make. Alright, let's see. Can we access? Yes, we can. Put everything to production. So we got our components. And we have a functional emergency rations dispenser. Nice. Now, can you please make me water and food? I need ice and gravel, which I should be able to provide with no issues, or no major issues. Right. Okay, let's go get more resources so we can keep the survival kit working. And we also need to rename our feet into gnomes so we can get a bonus of food and water whenever we eat and drink, like now. Yay. 100 water, 125, there we go. Nice. Apparently we don't like to eat because, oh yeah, I know why. Because this emergency rations are basically gravel and water, so not really good. So we definitely need better food to go above 70 food. So, a temporary base would be lovely, and we could have it here. Why not? Have a beautiful view of the gas giant, so we might as well. Now, I would like to, yeah, turn it a bit there, so like so. I don't want to spend too much, yeah, exactly, on even the placement of the floor, but I need to have a permanent decision on where I place things, because my last testing I did, I placed the wind turbines on the ground level, like on this platform here, in my head temporarily. But they were not producing as much energy that I was, as much as I was hoping. So I definitely need to have a clear mind of my intention for where I place these. So I am gonna go fire up binary basic thing, storage. Yeah, I have plenty of space. So now it's now we need to start the progression thing. So we need an interior wall to unlock things, and we need to fix one of the landing gears. I only have one broken. So one motor. Yeah. Okay, and now if we fix this, we should, in theory, have unlocked. Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay. Oh. I also increased, after my testing, the storage of the cargoes. No, I didn't increase it. I added a mod that does cargo or storage rebalance. So it basically, the small cargo container had 125. It raised it to 250, and then medium is the same. Large is a little bit bigger because it was not such a big difference between the medium and a large. So it was, now it's clearly, you can clearly feel the impact when you have a medium cargo and then you upgrade to a large cargo, or you add another large cargo. You can feel like, oh, that's the impact of having a large cargo. You can feel it. Before it was like, just a medium and a half or something like that. So, you know, it doesn't do a lot of things, so it's not like it's game breaking. I could have put the cargo storage on the station storage to be on multiplier by 10 or by 100 if I wanted to, but the point is, I didn't want to break the game, but at the same time I didn't want to suffer and have, like I did in my testing, I had to be very, very limited in stuff that I stored, basically. So I don't know if I'm making any sense, but it's, I don't want to cheat. I don't want to have, you know, overpowered settings. I want to struggle, and I want to feel the need for different engineering structures or challenges, or, you know, to overcome that burden of not having too much storage. Or at least I want to have a full room of storage because I need it, not just because I want it, not just because I want to separate the storage from the facility. I actually want to have a storage room because it needs to occupy that much space with blocks, so I can store a lot of things. But at the same time, I don't want, for example, the survival kit was unrealistic, I believe, and it was 1.2 something K, so it was 1,200 liters. I couldn't even grind stone enough for 10, 15 iron, something like that. And I was running around, and I was faster mining and bringing stone that the survival kit was able to store, and had to drop stone because I didn't have enough room in my inventory to get ice because I was running out of oxygen. Anyway, in my preference, I found it that a little bit. I don't like realistic. I would like the. I like the multiplier by 3. So, henceforth, we're playing on 3. Cargo overhaul mod. It also adds its own storage, which is an extra large and a XXL or something. So let me see. It's cargo I believe you unlock it. No, there is extra large cargo container and large cargo container. I think there's another one somewhere. Maybe the medium. I think the medium is changed. I think it's like a bit flat on the small grid, I know, but on the big one, yeah, there it is. You couldn't place medium, I believe, on the large grid, but then this mod adds it so you can actually place it, and it's just a 3x3x1, and it's quite useful to fit in some spaces sometimes, so you know, kind of like it. Right, so we got all the components for our wall, and we are going to place it somewhere that we never ever have to remove it. There you go. Once we finish this interior wall, it should unlock the stairs, and then we can have some railings to go up the tower. So priorities, some people might have different priorities, but these are mine. And catwalks, and there you go. So how do we do this? Well, we go, oh, I need construction components and girders, I think. Yeah, no, construction components. All right. But I will do my best not to die. Truly, 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 not like we just did a few minutes ago when we fell off this tower because we didn't pay enough attention. All right. Do we have any components for you? Yeah, we do. All right. This is what I'm talking about. I could come down this way, like this. But I'm just too scared that I'll fall over because I don't have any railings. I should have used the railing, the catwalk with rails, but I didn't, and I really don't want to replace all the catwalk again. Should have, could have, would have, you know. Stone. Do we have any more stone? No. Alright, let's get some more stone. The sun is setting, so the planet will turn yellow, green, and then orange, red. So that's gonna be a spectacle every time there's sunset on this planet, which I enjoy. In my opinion, I like it. That's why I made it this way. And during the night, we'll have the light show of the Pheonix Solar System. Especially that supernova sun, that's amazing. I know I could have started with one wind turbine and attempted to go through with it like this, but I like to start with two because they're a good investment in my mind. I might have placed them too close to each other. That's a thing. I can maybe go down like this. It's easier if I can actually see at least my legs. Make more room so we can get rid of some of the ice. Now what we want? We want a basic assembler. Basic assembler. and a refinery, basic refinery, if possible. So let's go with the assembler first. It's really annoying because I can't access the assembler once I placed it. Steel plates. And I can't build a cargo yet. And I don't know if I can find cobalt so fast or fast enough to get a cargo up and running, to be honest. I don't have a vehicle. Maybe should I just focus on putting some wheels on this survival kit? Make it a mobile base? Mobile, you know, it's, for all intents and purposes, it is a base. But we should also get rid of the need for ice in the beginning, early on. So that means we need to make a cargo here. Yes, that sounds better. Maybe. So where do we want to put this? We want to put this... We don't want to put it on the oxygen because it's on the side. But we do want to put it on the survival kit. Which means we need to clear up this section here. And we get a cargo, which is quite large. Not like the tiny one that we have. And we extend the length of the interior plates. What do I have in my builder plan? Okay. We extend the length of the the survival pod, so that makes it more stable because we can place, and more powerful because we can place more wheels, and we can potentially place some solar panels on the top with the proper length, maybe. So how do I want to do this? This goes like this. Enable. Oh, I need to break my stairs. Alright, my ramp thingy. Yeah, I think I need to... Oh, no! Not that one. Alright, so... Unable to place. Why? Oh, the light. I don't know if I needed to get rid of the ramp then. No, I didn't. I can actually place it back. It's a bit of waste, but you know, it happens when you don't pay attention. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm distracted. Okay. So that should be fine. I shouldn't interfere with the ground. Right, so what do we not have? Enough iron, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's process this. Yeah, I need more iron. Alright guys, so unfortunately we have reached our time limit. We probably are quite over it. But this is the first episode and we couldn't get much done. This is the beginning, so a lot of mining, a lot of struggling to get decent amount of iron or components to get a little turbine or two and a basic refinery and basic assembler and all that. In the beginning, the start it's a struggle, but we got our little base started and we have some power. Next episode we'll probably make use of our new base and get it in a better stage, and things will get easier and easier while we get better technology and better machinery and all that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Leave any suggestions or comments or anything that you would like to, you think it would improve the series or the videos. And as always, thanks for watching. You're amazing.